Hi everyone, this is Lorraine. So today I was going to go over all of the makeup that I have been using recently, and there kind of is a ton of it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dump it all out, and then I'm going to organize it so that I can talk about it into categories. So I will be back right. So first I'm going to talk about makeup primers. I was using this makeup primer, which is the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Primer. Really liking it, felt like it was doing something, and then I basically am out of it, so I ended up repurchasing the Makeup Forever, one of their newer ones, and I don't like it as much. I haven't been using it because I didn't really feel like it was doing anything amazing. So I like their old formulation, unfortunately, and now they have some kind of new formulation. Maybe one of the other ones is more similar to the one that I was using, but this one is not, and so this was kind of a waste of a product for me. Next, I've primarily been using just two different foundations. The Dior Star foundation in the shade 21, which I'm wearing right now, and I really love it. It's a really nice foundation. First, when I used it, I didn't like it, and then for some reason I just decided I loved it. I'm not sure what it was about it, but it's pretty much a full coverage foundation. It seems to last a decent amount of time. It films really beautifully. It photographs really beautifully. That's really what I like it, because when I'm filming on here, it just looks good. It's just an all-around good foundation. The other foundation, which I just bought recently, is the Dior Skin Nude Air Foundation. And I love this one as well. This one's a serum though, so I do just drop it onto my skin. It comes in like a dropper, like so. So I have to just drop it onto my skin, and then I apply both using my hands, which I've always found as kind of the best method to actually applying foundation. It just works the best for me. So these are my two foundations, which I both of them, which I really love. I don't know if I love one more than the other yet, but I like them both. I don't know yet. I don't know which one I'd prefer over the other. I might prefer the Dior Skin Star foundation more than the serum foundation, just because, I don't know, it's something that I'm used to and I've used it like it's just a normal foundation. I don't know. We'll have to see over time, but so far they're both great. My Nude Air serum foundation is in shade 20, so I do have two different shades. Even though they're both from the Dior line, I just felt the 20 looked better on my skin versus the 21 in this for whatever reason. As far as concealer goes, I only apply concealer underneath my eyes. If I have blemishes or anything, I really kind of just let them go and hope for the best. But the only concealer I've been using lately is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. It kind of blends in really nicely with my skin. It's maybe a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but for me, I don't really like having that whiteness under the eyes. I don't know, some people really like to like contour and highlight, and I like it to be a little bit more subtle under the eyes. I don't know, I don't feel like I need to like brighten it like that crazy underneath the eyes. And I like how it looks on certain people. I just hate how it looks on me going too light underneath the eyes. I think it just looks awful. But this concealer I really like. It's not a heavy concealer, which I realized I don't like concealers that are too heavy. I just like this one. It's sheer. It does what I need it to do. It's just really just nice, and I apply that, and I just kind of pat it in. Just pat it, pat. I've realized, like, at this point using makeup, that the whole like everything that I apply looks best if I just tap it. As far as like applying, well, foundation, I kind of like rub it into my skin like it's lotion. It just looks like awesome when I do that. But as far as like concealer, it looks better when I pat it. Powder, it looks better when it like gets patted into the skin. Blush looks better when it gets patted into the skin. This has been my thing. I've realized that like patting it in just makes everything better. But I really love this concealer. So if you are a person that just wants a little bit of like brightness underneath the eyes, or if you want a whole lot of brightness, you could go a shade like completely lighter. Like I've been considering getting another shade in this just because that maybe I do want it to be a little bit brighter, but I've been happy with the results of this one. So I like this. It's not gonna like cover anything crazy, but it does enough. As far as powders go, I have 3 in which I've been using. This Chanteicalle pressed powder in the shade Camel, which I'm trying to use up. I just haven't yet. I'm just trying to use it up. So the other powder that I have is also by Chanteicalle. It's the HD Perfecting Powder. And I do like this one as well. It doesn't provide any coverage. It just kind of sets the foundation into place. It just looks like that. And I think it looks nice. I really do. I think it looks really nice. I don't know that it's like creating HD results, but I like it. I like it just fine, and I'll continue to use it. I think for me, I prefer a little bit more coverage. I like a heavier coverage foundation. I don't like it to look cakey, but I just feel like I like a good amount of coverage. So I prefer them to be with a little bit of color in them rather than being colorless. The next powder that I've been using is this Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder in the shade 125, and I've been using it and I've been liking it. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I don't think I haven't felt bad about it in any way, so that means it's really good, because to impress me with cosmetics now is really hard. I have realized that I have these crazy expectations now. It's not that I have crazy expectations, I just know about different qualities of makeup, and if it's bad, I don't like it. If it's good, I just feel good about it. If it's something to get past good though is hard, because I've just seen such good products that it's hard to beat those expectations. So I feel like this really is a great powder. I just I've been using a lot of good stuff lately, so it's great. I didn't like it, I didn't dislike it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like it, and I think that's a good sign. And for all my powders, I've just been using my old Makeup Forever Kabuki brush. I've been considering buying a new one, but it's unnecessary when this one is working out so well for me. Next, blush. I've been kind of sticking with the same blushes lately. Both Tom Ford, the color Flush and the color Love Lust. I'm wearing the Love Lust today. Really love it. Tom Ford blushes are pretty spectacular. I feel like they have exceeded my expectations in the blush department. I recently purchased this NARS little blush duo for dual intensity blush in the color Fervor. It looks like this, and I've been using it, and I think it's fine, but I just really like the Tom Ford ones, that I don't think that this is anything spectacular. I've been using it a lot lately, like pretty much every day except for today, and I don't know, the Tom Ford ones, once going back to it, I just realized how great the Tom Ford ones are. Not saying this one's bad, it's just that the Tom Ford ones are spectacular. Bronzer, I've been really loving this Makeup Forever matte bronzer in the shade 20. It looks like this. It's a really nice bronzer. It's got the warmth that I like a bronzer to have. I don't have olive skin tone, so ones like NARS Laguna look awful on me. This looks really phenomenal on me, and I like that it's so matte, and it's just perfect, and it doesn't make my skin break out. All pluses. Highlighter, this is the one. This is the Laura Mercier Highlight 01. It's a matte radiance baked powder. Still has a lot of shimmer for calling itself matte. Still a lot of shimmer, but not yucky shimmer. It's just good. It's so good. It looks like really phenomenal. It's just perfect. It really gives you a beautiful radiance. I've been trying lately to put it a little bit in the inner corners because I've been seeing a lot of people using this product from the company, The Balm, and like balm, like lip balm, B-A-L-M, in the inner corners of their eyes, but I can't bring myself to buy it because I think the packaging is so ugly. And I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I just can't. I can't do it when I think that the packaging just looks that bad. And some people probably really love it and think it's really cute, but I just don't. And I don't like it. And I want something like a shimmer like that because it seems pretty awesome. But I'm starting to use this, and I don't think it has quite enough shimmer for the inner eyes. So maybe I can find something, or maybe someone can recommend something that they think is great for that. But I like the idea of that product. I just can't bring myself to buy it. And for all of my cheek products lately, I've just been using one brush. I always try to use like multiple brushes, but then I always condense it down to one brush and it still works out just the same. So I've been using my Chanel blush brush, which I really like. Eyeshadows where I've been really boring lately. I have been using my VisaArt, what do they call this? The 01 Basic Professional Preview Palette. It's the matte palette. I really do like it, but I'm honestly a little bit bored of all of the matte colors. And I've used it a lot. I just am a little bored of it. So if you're considering buying this palette, it's great. If you're a makeup artist, really, really great. But I'm bored of it being all matte. I want like a little bit of shimmer. So that's why I'm looking for something like that balm thing that I mentioned, because it has a little bit of shimmer just to add to it. It needs something with a little bit of shimmer though. This just right now is a little bit boring. The other eyeshadow set that I've been playing a lot with, which I don't even know if they make it anymore, it's the Chanel eyeshadow palette in the color Charming. And it's all of these really nice shades, and it does have shimmer, and it's like the ideal eyeshadow palette. I don't know if you can see that. It looks a little dirty. But I've been using this one a lot, and it's just good. And I like to use the eyeshadow applicators that it comes with. When I have been using actual eyeshadow brushes though, I thought I should mention the ones that I do use are my Tom Ford ones in the number 3, which is just a basic eyeshadow application brush. I like this little angled one for applying things to the inner corner or the outer corner, and kind of applying it in the crease. The number 12 brush, also Tom Ford, and I like using this number 13 just blending brush from Tom Ford. All very good. I've been using 2 different liquid eyeliners lately. This one, which I've talked about a lot, which is the Makeup Forever ink liner. I'm just using this one up. I have a brand new one of it because it is super amazing. This one's almost completely done, but it's just a really good liquid liner. And I love, for me, a liquid liner to have a little pot like this. I like to have the pot where it stays and sits in the pot of product, because then I feel like it just gives me like a richer, darker line than one that is more of a pen. However, I have been using this Kat Von D one that I got as like a deluxe sample. It's the tattoo liner in the color Trooper, and the line that this applies is amazing. I don't know, it's just so easy to use. So if you are not very good with liquid liner, this just goes on so effortlessly, and it seems to stay really black even though it's just a pen. I don't know, I really like it. So I am actually considering buying the full-size version of this in the near future whenever this one runs out. Maybe wait until my second Makeup Forever one runs out, but this has been a pretty phenomenal product. I've been really impressed with it. Just for some reason, the way that the tip is, I don't know what it is about the tip of this, but it just goes on so effortlessly. It's so easy. I don't know, and it doesn't irritate my eyes, which a lot of them do. So this has been a great product. Very impressed by it. Mascara, I'm just finishing up this tube of the Givenchy Black Taffeta Noir Couture Volume Mascara. It's great. It's a really, really great mascara. I also, this one's basically done, so I do have a new one in my makeup bag ready to go. But I also have been using this Kevin, oh man, everyone told me how to pronounce it on one of my videos, and Kevin Aquin? I don't know, I apologize, but I got this deluxe sample of this mascara from Kevin Aquin, the Essential Mascara. I'm just gonna hope that that's how you pronounce his name. And I thought I was gonna hate it, but it's actually been a pretty phenomenal mascara. It just gives you length, but it also thickens. It's really nice, and I actually would consider buying the full-size version of it. I just really like the Givenchy one though. I really like it. This one is really good too. I just really like the Givenchy one right now. Maybe eventually I'll buy this, and it was a good product. I just really like the Givenchy one. Eyebrows, I've still been using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Taupe, using her Anastasia 12 brush that just has the angle and the spoolie. And I like this product. I have mentioned that I do think that it dries out my eyebrows, and my eyebrows don't look as good as they did previous to using it, but I still like the product. I've had these eyelashes in my handbag. These are some of my new favorite eyelashes. They're Benefit, and they are called the Pinup Lash. Obviously not wearing any fake eyelashes right now because my eyelashes don't look so good. But I really love these Benefit ones. They are really nice. They're like double layered, so they look extra good. They are some of my new favorites. I don't know if I prefer them to some of my MAC favorites, but they're up there. They are up there. I always carry my Duo eyelash glue in the dark tone because I just really like it. And then I have a bunch of lip products that were in my handbag, and I'm gonna tell you about them. So first, this product I use every day. It's the Fresh Nude Sugar Lip Treatment. This one's the nude color, and it looks like this. I like this a lot. However, I don't think the nude one is as good as the original one. I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't feel as good on the lips as the original one. I like the color, but something about it just isn't as good. I hope that they didn't change the formulation, and the original one still is good because I haven't bought it in a little while, but this one just isn't as good. I still like it, just not as good. This MAC lipstick has been one of my favorites lately. It's the color Fanfare. It's more of a pink, and it looks like that. It looks really beautiful on. It's just been one of my favorites. The Dior Rouge Dior Balm in 468 Spring. This one is one that I'm wearing right now, and it looks like that, and it looks like that on the hand. Pretty. This I have in my handbag. It's the Tom Ford lip color in Nude Vanilla, or Nude Vanille, and it looks like this, and it's light, and I actually have been thinking when I put it on lately, I've been thinking that it looks too light, but I'm sure I'll start to love it again eventually. But right now, every time I put it on, I'm like, oh, it looks so bright. I don't know why, because I've loved it in the past, and when I watch videos and I see it on, I like it, but I don't know. The NARS lipstick in the color Grace. I just really like this kind of red color, like that. And this is the YSL nude lipstick in the color 6. It's a Rouge Pure Couture number 6. I bought this in a recent video, and I guess I forgot to say what the number was, but it's number 6, and it looks like that. And I guess it's like a little bit better than the Tom Ford one. But I like this color on it a lot too. And then 3 lip glosses. These, hands down, these lip glosses by YSL, the Gloss Voluptes, they are some of the best glosses I have ever used. I wore this one today on top, which is the color 101 Iridescent. These glosses feel so good. They feel so good. So I cannot say enough good things about them. You should buy one if you want one. If you need like an amazing gloss, this is great. I also love the shade number 24 Nude Carrot. Amazing. I also have a red one in my handbag, which is 207. And I think this one's called Pure, if I'm not mistaken. And then the last gloss that I have in my makeup bag is the number 468 Rouge Dior Brilliant Lip Gloss. This one's not so good, but I do like the color, so I've been using it lately. And I feel as though when I use it more, it gets a little bit better. I just don't really like this lip gloss that much. I don't think it's worth purchasing. But I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it all up. And then the last products that I thought I should mention, actually, I have one other lipstick that I've been wearing lately that I don't know what happened to it. I seem to have lost it, so I need to buy it again, but it's the Bite Cosmetics Hand Cut Lipstick in the color Caramel. That shade of color, I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite colors I've ever worn on my lips. Well, I go through phases, you know what I'm saying. But it's one of my favorites as of right now, and I need it. And I've looked everywhere for it. It's not in my makeup bag. I must have lost it in my travels somewhere, and it's not in my purse, and it just disappeared. It's not in my car. It's just gone, and I need it. And so I'm gonna have to buy it again. So I'm gonna have to go to Sephora. So if you have any recommendations of things at Sephora you like and you want me to check out, or you're like, I've heard good things about this, you should check it out, post it below and I might have a glance at some other things when I'm purchasing my Bite Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Caramel. Caramel, I don't know. And then the last products that I wanted to mention were setting sprays. I usually apply setting spray before I do like all of my face products, including eyeshadow, and use setting spray. I don't apply like my lipstick or my mascara and eyeliner, but I've been using setting sprays, and the ones that I've been using lately are the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I've used it as a primer and I've used it as a setting spray, and it's alright. I do really like, which I just ran out of, the Makeup Forever Set and Finish, I think that's what it's called, their primer, or their finishing spray. I love that one. I need the full-size one because I only had like a mini thing of it. Love that one. This one, I don't know. I haven't fallen in love with it. And I've tried it both ways and it just doesn't seem that good. Let's just... Did it revitalize my makeup? I don't know. I actually think that it just revitalized my makeup. Maybe it just is more of like a refreshing product. Yeah, maybe I just need to use this as a refresher rather than a primer or a setting spray. I feel like that's better. I don't know. I think I like it now. I think I like it. We'll see. But that's it for now. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them below, and I will see you probably tomorrow with another video because I have one planned. So goodbye.